Hey guys, how's it going? Susanville. Just want to give you a quick look and a comparison of some miniature multi-tools and some micro multi-tools, and have you look at the size difference in the tools that they do and do not carry. Alright, the first one is this miniature multi-tool by Berkley. It's in the fishing department at Walmart. Pretty good for basically for fishing. The pliers is good for removing hooks, but it doesn't work very well for anything heavy. It twists on itself, so it's got a really weak pliers on it. The cutters are also weak. Doesn't even cut larger hooks, just smaller hooks. It's got you know, all some saw blades, knife blades. The scissors works reasonably well, but not really that happy with it. This is a Cobalt miniature multi-tool that comes in one of those combos that I purchased. And I'll tell you what, for the money, it's very, very cheap. I believe the Berkley was about $5, and this Cobalt with another, I think it was with one of the utility blades, was probably under 10. And it's a pretty good tool. The scissors works reasonably well. Everything works well and is built beefy. The pliers are very, very strong, and you can apply some serious pressure with it. The thing that I do not like is that it's hard to get these tools out of the casing when you want to use them. If you got more than one open, you're certainly going to have trouble cutting yourself, and even just getting one open at a time, it's kind of tough. You have to, because when it's closed, you have to kind of reach in and pull out this area here, and it's kind of hard on the nails. So decent tool for the money, very strong, but a pain to open. This one here is an Appalachian Trail. This comes in a kit with a large and a small multi-tool. This thing, for the money, is a really nice blade. All the cutting tools work well. The file works well. The pliers is very strong. The saw works well, and it's spring-loaded. The Cobalt one was also spring-loaded, and the Berkley was not. But the Appalachian Trail, this particular blade, I'm a little surprised. Works really well. I don't have any complaints. It's not too heavy, and it works well. So I thought it was a great find for the money. The Gerber dime. This is a really sweet micro mini tool. It's geared more for in a suburban setting, where you can see that you have this blade right here is made for opening bubble wrap packaging for, multi-tools and anything that comes in that hard plastic shell. This actually cuts it pretty easily. Obviously, you can turn it sideways, and you might be able to use that tool as a little bit of an awl on leather if you need it. Cutting edge for other different things. You could probably use this as a screwdriver tip. But the blade, this cutting blade that they have here, is pretty stout for the size of the tool. I like that a lot. The scissors works terrific. The pliers works great. I think that they went a little lower end on the file. This file here is a fine one, and this is a little bit heavier, and it's okay, not that great. They did put a tweezers in the handle, and that's something that the PS4 doesn't have. So if you can compare it to the PS4, you can see here it's a little more robust than the PS4, but it has some features that I think are a little better than the PS4. But the PS4 also has features that I think are better than the dime. On the PS4, you've seen a million reviews on this. The file is awesome. It's got a fine and coarse grain, and very, very strong. The pliers are pretty strong for what they are. The blade is okay, but I think that the Gerber put a heavier duty and stouter blade on theirs. There's no tweezers on it, but the fine tipped flat screwdriver seems to be a little more fine-tuned than the one on the Gerber. So they're very comparable. They're pretty neat. The price on the Gerber was it's $20 is the regular price. On the Leatherman squirt, I'll tell you what, I don't recall offhand. I think it was a little bit more though. So they all serve their function. Just wanted to give you a quick look at them. What I'll do now is just show you what they look like folded up next to each other, so that you can get a comparison on size. This squirt is just a really nice piece. As you can see on this one, it's set for, you know, use backpacking, but it also has the bottle opener, which stays exposed for quick access, which kind of lends itself nicely to, you know, suburbs, not just the woods. You've got the packaging opener here, so again, more suburban and urban use. There's the size difference. They're pretty comparable. The Gerber is just a little bigger and a little more robust. This Appalachian Trail, of course, like the old-fashioned Leatherman tool, is very strong. Tools are on the inside, not that big. It's not a bad tool. And the Cobalt I use a lot, but not fond of how the tools come out. Once again, it's tough to get at some of the inner tools here, but it's a strong multi-tool, approximately the same size as the Appalachian Trail. And this is the one that I like the least. And it's okay for fishing. I just think that they should have made this a little stronger. As you can see, the blade twists. I mean, and if you've got to twist a hook out of a fish's mouth, this is kind of inadequate depending on, of course, the size of the hook. And even cutting a small trout hook with this pliers is hard. Been doing some trout fishing this week, and I had to crush a barb on a trout hook and cut 2 of the prongs off so that I could use it in a catch and release area. And I had lots of trouble cutting the hooks, and I had trouble bending them and breaking them as well. So not something that I would want to trust on the trail, but I guess for light duty fishing and light work on the trail, it's another option. And it's kind of just a little bit bigger, probably, or similar size to the Gerber dime. So guys, there's 5 of my mini multi-tools, just a quick look, and hopefully that'll help you in your purchasing decisions. All right guys, safe trails and peace.